Hey everyone, Coach Jeff from PRS Fit Nation here. Um, Today I'm here to answer a question by Polar Ambassador Daryl Miller, who wanted me to talk a little bit about stride lengthening and how to make your stride longer. And that's a great question. And that's a great question, which leads to one of the things that at PRS Fit Nation we're really in tune with, and that's form. You know, a lot of people think, as I turn to the side here, that lengthening their stride means sticking their leg out in front of them, landing on the road, and pulling that road underneath their body. Nothing could be farther from the truth. If you stick that leg out in front of you, pretty good chances that you're coming down on that heel. If I come down on my heel like this on a regular basis, let me show you the things that can possibly go wrong. One, my leg is fully extended. I'm jabbing it into the ground, so I'm braking. I'm stopping all my motion for a split second of time. Two, that jarring motion is moving all the way up through the side of my leg, into my hip, into my back. Here are some of the injuries that can happen with that. Because I'm throwing my leg out, I can actually hyperextend my knee. I can do damage to the popliteal tendon in the back of my knee. I'll suffer ITB syndrome. There are just so many things that can happen with that leg being jammed in the ground. The other thing that's very important is your heel is a loose adapter. So if that heel is hitting the ground, my foot can do all of this. Now, for years, and Daryl, I know that you're a triathlete, and you've probably read the Triathlete's Training Bible, where they talked about the Romanov method of pawing back, getting your foot out there in front of you, landing in your midfoot, forefoot area and pulling your foot back. Well, again, what's happening there is that you engage your hamstring and your glutes, muscles you really don't need to run with. So back to your original question, how do you lengthen your stride? And how do you lengthen your stride without hurting yourself, overextending, and just becoming a more natural runner? Very easy. If you watch the great runners who are out there today and the great natural runners, they lift from their hip. When they lift from their hip and they drive their foot down, they're driving that foot down under their center of mass. It becomes a propulsive motion where this foot hits the ground. It pushes me forward. So if I'm standing here at a 10-minute pace, I may only be covering this much distance as I'm going forward. But if I want to go to a 7-minute pace and I start driving, pushing my chest forward, driving that knee out and driving it back down to here, I get more distance. If you watch pictures of Crow, you see the great amount of distance he covers from the time his foot drives into the ground until the next foot is being pushed down into the ground below his center of mass. Watch the Kenyans run, same thing. Watch Ryan Hall. If you watch Ryan Hall, big knee drive, he is out there in front of him. He drives that leg down below his center of mass, and they talk about his lope. That lope comes from the propulsive motion of hitting the ground and driving himself forward. So he moves from here to here. That's how you lengthen your stride. You lengthen your stride by drive. You don't lengthen your stride by overextending. You cannot get faster this way. Trust me, you cannot. You can get faster by driving harder, getting the elbows back, pushing the chest forward. I like to call it gunslinger hands when I'm running. If I'm running in this kind of motion. Okay, you're getting out there. When I really want to go, I'm really leaning out there over my body. Nice lean from my ankles. Here's my body position. You see a change. There's my body lean. Now my drive extends my length. So how do you extend the length? You drive the legs down under the center of mass. You cover more distance before that next foot comes down under the center of mass with a nice flex knee, driving harder. Daryl, I hope this helps you. If there's anybody else out there who needs a tip, please let me know. Send me an email, prsfit@gmail.com. As always, be healthy, train smart, have fun. This is the coach. Have a great day.